Yo, what's going on, people? It is your Chevy dude, Brandon Ross here. Definitely been some time since I last uploaded a video. Just trying to get all this COVID-19 stuff figured out. And speaking of the COVID-19 coronavirus, I hope everybody is safe, doing well. I know there's still people out there that are trying to purchase a vehicle. It's been a few weeks now since our sales department has been open. I'm sure it's pretty much the same around everywhere else at other dealerships. The process definitely has changed a lot to what we're allowed to do, what the governor has mandated us to do. So it's definitely a transition. And like I said, for those people that are in the market looking for a vehicle, I'm sure it's pretty confusing on how they're supposed to go over everything, how they're supposed to even purchase a vehicle. So I figured in this video, I would at least go through the steps as far as our dealership here at Turner Chevrolet, what we're doing to satisfy our customers and get them in a new vehicle. And at the same time, figured I'd showcase the new 2021 Chevy Trailblazer. I think it looks amazing. It does look like a little smaller version of the Blazer. Definitely doesn't look like anything like the old Trailblazer. Definitely a little bit more compact, but I think Chevy did a knockout job as far as the styling goes on this vehicle. So I'll also showcase this with you while I go over all the different steps that you got to take to purchase your new vehicle. So to start it off, first and foremost, I must say, really kick everything off, all transactions must be done online or over the phone. We can't have any face-to-face interactions in our dealership, which, like I said, is definitely a transition for us because I love to meet all of my customers face-to-face, build that relationship with them, get them to fall in love with the car. But yeah, unfortunately, we have to do everything online. Next thing too, I also have to disclose, test drives are not permitted. We are not allowed to give anybody a test drive, which sounds ridiculous. I know everybody wants to drive their car before they buy it. Especially if you're spending $10, $20, $30, $40,000 on a vehicle. Makes sense. It's what I would want to do. However, here at Turner Chevrolet, we will be offering a 3-day return policy. God forbid there's anything wrong with your vehicle, if you don't like it or anything like that. You do have 3 days from the date you purchased it, took delivery, drove it off the lot to bring it back. Just to kind of give you that peace of mind because you kind of are going into the vehicle blind. You don't know anything about it because, like I said, you can't test drive it. So once you do go on our website and you find that car, van, truck, SUV that you absolutely love and you want to get more information on, you would then put in your information. Somebody in our BDC department, that is Business Development Center, will reach out to you, get a little bit more information from you as far as contact info, and then get you paired up with a salesperson, hopefully myself. But anybody on our sales staff will be able to help. And it'll be my job as a salesperson to do a little bit of fact finding about you. What you're going to be using the vehicle for. Do you have anything to trade in? Do you plan on putting money down? Anything like that? Where you want your payments to be? What kind of term do you want to go for? What lenders do you want us to use? Because we are signed up with almost a couple dozen different lenders. And then from there, once we actually do find that vehicle that you definitely want, us as a salespeople, we will go get as many pictures as you want, all different angles underneath the vehicle. We can do video walk-arounds so that we don't miss any parts of the vehicle that you want to see. I can drive it and record my drive, the acceleration, all that. I'm actually probably going to do it with this Trailblazer later in this video because this is the first time I've actually sat inside the Trailblazer. So I want to see how it drives as well. The next step is if you do have a trade, you kind of have a few options here. First option, you don't have to leave the house just yet. You can send us as many photos as you can, preferably all 4 angles. Oop, wouldn't close the door. All 4 angles of your car, truck, SUV, whatever it is, tire depth, the odometer. We want to see the exact mileage because that does affect trade value. Any little dinks, scratches, dents, anything like that would really hinder your trade value. We do want to see that up front because we can take the value off of the trade later if it comes in for delivery. Second option is you can come to the dealership. What we're also doing, even though we're not allowing test drives, we can isolate vehicles that a customer is interested in. What I mean by that is I can run it through the wash real quick, make sure it's clean, and then I can keep the doors unlocked. Like I said, isolate it away. You can come to the dealership, actually walk around it, look inside it. Like I said, though, you can't test drive it. But while you're doing that, I can have a sales manager look at your trade, get some pictures of it, and then put a value on it. If you're in the area, if you live pretty local to us, that can always work. It's a lot more direct. And once we all did that, like I said, back when I do the fact finding, I'm just going to straight up ask you, how much do you plan on putting down? What do you want your payments to be like? Maybe what term do you want to use? Stuff like that. We're just going to straight up give you numbers, what you want to see. If it is a payment goal, we're just going to show you, what term do you have to get to or how much money do you have to put down? Anything like that. That'll be done either through the phone or through email, photocopying, anything like that. Once we do come to an agreement on numbers, that is when we will collect your driver's license, front and back of it, because we do need that, current insurance card, because you do need insurance in the state of Pennsylvania, and a registration card if you do plan on trading a vehicle in and transferring the tags. We will need that as well. Then once we have all that, we will have you submit a finance application or a credit application on our website. It's pretty straightforward. You go to our main page, under the finance tab, you hit application. It's like a 5-page application, takes you no more than 10 minutes really. Once you're finished with the application, I will notify my finance manager, who will then give you a call, go over your application with you, just double checking everything, making sure T's are crossed, I's are dotted, so we have everything correct before we go and pull your credit and actually take a little small hit on your credit. We don't want to do that until we absolutely know we can. And then from there, he will go and submit your application with numbers that we went over to some of our lenders. If you have one in particular that you want us to use that we're signed up with, we can do that as well, just so you're not going to multiple different places. It's really up to you. All right, let's get this Trailblazer out on the road now. So far, it feels really smooth. Now, I know what a lot of people are probably going to say about the Trailblazer. It is just a 1.3 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. When people hear 3-cylinder, they just think absolutely underpowered, won't be able to perform well. But we're coming onto this on-ramp right now, and I'm actually going to see what kind of power we have as far as merging on. I mean, honestly, that wasn't bad. That really wasn't. All right, now back to the process. So once my manager has all your information, he submits it to our lenders and he's able to generate an approval. He will then start printing up a lot of the paperwork. You are going to have to e-sign a lot of stuff. He's essentially just going to scan a lot of stuff over to your email. A lot of documents have to be done online before you can actually come in. So a lot of the chunk of signing paperwork when buying a car is going to be done through email, through online interactions. If you're not that tech savvy, actually what I've been told from our finance department is we can get a third-party vendor through a Zoom session who is a notary and can also authorize a lot of the stuff as far as signing and everything. So they can do the signing. As long as you're in that Zoom session, they can pretty much take your word for everything. Sorry, don't have his ZR1. I can't do any rev bombs underneath that tunnel. I might have to go by InChain Design though. I kind of am on the way. Who knows? Stop on by, see if they can wrap the Trailblazer. So now once all of that stuff is e-signed through email and all that, we are allotted about 10 minutes when the customer can actually physically come into our sales department, into the showroom. There are a couple forms you do need to wet sign in person. We do have a office that is completely isolated, sanitized down to CDC specs. While you're in there signing the rest of the paperwork, your vehicle was already being detailed, cleaned, fully tank of gas in it. It's also going to go through our service department, through the breezeway where you would normally drop off your vehicle for service, because we are also going to put a sanitizing fogger through it, just like how you see first responders sanitizing like an ambulance or something. Fully kills any germs. Like, it's hand sanitizer on steroids. That way when you actually take your car, you don't got to worry about getting the coronavirus or anything. I'm gonna try and step on it here one more time. Yeah, that gets up and goes. So then, yeah, pretty much from there, when you're done signing in those couple forms, the vehicle's already going to be in the service breezeway, like I said, and then you're pretty much all good to go. Your keys will be in the cup holder. I will walk you out there if I'm your salesperson, or your salesperson will walk you out there, maybe just go over a couple things with you. But from there, that's pretty much it. And then me being the salesperson I am, I always like to make sure my customers are satisfied. I will follow up with you probably the day after just to see how you're liking the vehicle. I know you have up to 3 days, but I want to make sure right away after that 24 hours you've been driving it around, that you like the vehicle. Or if you have any other kind of questions about it, a lot of these vehicles now, they're getting very advanced on technology. So I don't want you to return it after 3 days because you didn't understand anything in the vehicle, even though they do have owner's manuals. It's kind of just being better, like being told how to do something. So when I call you, I just want to make sure that you do understand. And that's it. After all the steps have been done that I just went over, the car is yours. You may drive off and enjoy the rest of your life. It's not too hard of a process. Like I said, it's definitely a transition. It's something I'm not used to. I definitely want my customers to actually drive the car, look at it and everything, and sit in it, touch it, feel it, smell it, before they actually make that kind of big purchase decision. It's just kind of all part of the sales process. But we definitely are starting to move some inventory, so we are making it work slowly but surely. So let me know if you do have any other more questions about the whole process. That was kind of like a speed run as far as how everything goes. I can definitely go more in depth if you do have any questions. And let me know what you think about the new Trailblazer. Like I said, I think they're really good. I think Chevy did a good job with them. I know you're probably getting some mixed emotions. You guys saw in the video earlier, I was revving it up on the highway and everything. And for a 3-cylinder, I don't think it did too bad. Plus, there are a lot of standard features now. Obviously, you do have a backup camera, pretty well hidden right there underneath the trunk. While I'm down there, actually, standard on all Trailblazers. Parking sensors, rear cross traffic alert. If you're backing out of a space at a grocery store, somebody's coming down that aisle and you don't see them, that will notify you with the corner sensors right there. You do also have blind spot monitoring. I think you can you can see it a lot better right there. Blind spot monitoring, standard, even on the lowest trim level on the LS's. And I don't know if you can see a little window right there, but you do also have adaptive cruise control and front pedestrian alert. So you have a vehicle driving ahead of you. If there's somebody out in front of you and you're still going at a high speed, it will notify you. Oh yeah, MSRP, $27,500. So you can get all that for under 30 grand. You can actually get it for under 20 grand, honestly, if you get the LS. It's completely base, just with those standard safety features. They do start under $20,000. So that is a steal. But that just about wraps up for me, guys. If you did like the video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be releasing more content like this to keep you guys informed. And go check out the rest of my videos on my channel. All right, peace out.